Hey guys, John Velasco here from Phone Arena. Right now I'm here talking with HTC Jeff Gordon. We're just gonna do a little bit of an interview and just ask a couple questions. So Jeff, do you want to introduce yourself?
Great, thank you for having me here. I'm Jeff Gordon, Senior Global Online Communications Manager at HTC.
Awesome. Okay, so we're just gonna talk about a couple different things HTC related. So right away, first question, HTC had a brilliant deal with the One X and the One S last year, but some people say it failed to gain traction, and many analysts put the blame on marketing, or lack of thereof. Do you agree with that, and to what extent?
I would honestly say, yes, I do agree with that. In fact, our CEO, Peter Chow, has come out publicly and said that last year we did have some challenges with marketing, and those products didn't move in the quantities that we really would have hoped them to. Despite the fact that they're fantastic products, they're reviewed extremely well. I know that some review websites out there rated the One X as one of the best phones of the year, if not the best. And it would have been great to have seen that be more successful, but we did have some challenges in marketing, and I think that what you see from us this year with the HTC One is us really digging in our heels on marketing and doing some new and innovative things. Hopefully, Phone Arena readers see that in the ads that are on TV now, and also on digital ads online and elsewhere, that we're doing a lot of things right now and making sure people know about HTC and know about HTC One as our flagship for 2013.
Awesome, sounds good. Second question, Ultra Pixel camera sends a pretty powerful branding campaign message, but then again, when you think about like a 4-megapixel camera on a flagship device, it kind of maybe might seem like a pretty weak message in terms of marketing. So which one do you think has a bigger impact to consumers? Do you think it's a big trade-off worth it?
Good question. It's an educational challenge, and we knew going into this that it would be difficult for us to make sure that customers understand the value of the Ultra Pixel. And yeah, I know Ultra Pixel is a air quotes marketing term, and some people say, why don't you just call it megapixels? But we do call it Ultra Pixels because since it lets in 300% more light than a typical pixel, it really is something entirely different. We have to educate the market that you will get fantastic shots with this. You will get incredible low light photography with this. And so from a technical standpoint, we're very proud in what it does. It's certainly incumbent upon us as HTC to help people understand the value that it brings, and you'll be seeing that from us in some of the ad campaigns that we're going to be running that are going to be focused on Ultra Pixels and the PR that we do around educating the market for this. So we're glad that we made that bet. Definitely a tough one, but we're definitely in it for the long haul, and we're very proud of the technology.
So Samsung's your biggest competitor in the Android space right now. In what ways do you consider HTC to be better than Samsung in terms of like product portfolio? And in what area do you think HTC could be more like Samsung, so to speak?
Right. We're better in absolutely every way. No. Besides the stock answer. I think we have a healthy respect for what Samsung does. Clearly, they do have some great products, great technologies. Certainly, when you look at the specs on their devices, it's phenomenal in some of their flagships. That being said, I think that what HTC brings to the table is a level of design and focus on the aesthetics of a product that really is second to none. I think that really bears out when you look at the difference between holding the HTC One in your hands versus holding the Galaxy S4 in your hands, and the One feels like that extremely premium, almost piece of jewelry that you pull out of your pocket that just it feels just beautiful in your hands. And then the other, the Galaxy S4, is to use some reviewers' words, not even my own words, it's just a little bit of a rehash of last year's model. And so we have that kind of attention to detail, aesthetics, and design, and so forth that we think is very powerful in a lot of consumers' minds. I also think that when you look at Sense 5 and some of the things that we've done from a software standpoint in the user experience, I think that our teams on UX have done some really brilliant things in drawing out the kinds of experiences that customers want in their phone, and at the same time reducing a lot of the cruft in the experience that I think some people have said maybe bloated Sense in the past. And now when you look at Sense 5, it's clean, it's fresh, it's flat graphically in a lot of ways that reminds people sort of like that stock Android experience that a lot lot of people find very interesting. And so we're very proud of that, and I think that the market has really resonated well with that, as opposed to what we have heard a lot of people comment on Samsung, that TouchWiz is getting to be where maybe Sense was a few years ago, where there's just a lot of flashy color without a whole lot of substance underneath. So there's definitely some differences there. In terms of how HTC could be more like Samsung, that would be tough for me to speculate on. It would be fun if we had the marketing dollars that Samsung has, because I would imagine if we had that kind of money, we could do some amazing things. But we have to be more nimble, because we don't have those kinds of marketing budgets. So that's why our ad campaigns will be a little bit more playful, a little bit more out of the ordinary, and hopefully we'll have the kind of impact that we need for the HTC One with fewer dollars.
In what way, according to you, is 2013's HTC better than 2012's HTC?
I think absolutely, and you can see that in the HTC One. I mean, hands down, without question, best product that HTC has ever released. I've been with the company for a little over 2 years at this point, and I've never seen the kind of response to any of the products that we've released that we have for the HTC One. So without question, from a product standpoint, definitely, absolutely over the moon, amazing. Internally as well, I think things are going great at HTC right now. I think that we're just operating on full cylinders right now. Design teams coming up with some great things. Software teams really moving ahead with moving the Sense experience forward. And so even as the One is a fantastic product, we have a roadmap coming up ahead that's absolutely going to wow and amaze people. And I'm very excited to be where HTC is at right now.
So when you guys announced the HTC 8X, the Windows Phone, and the 8S not too long ago, there's a moment when you thought that everyone thought that HTC replaced Nokia as being the premier manufacturer for Windows Phone. But since then, it seems like very little has come out in terms of portfolio offerings for Windows Phone. How are things going to differ, and are you still actively partnering with Microsoft right now?
Mm-hmm. We're certainly invested in our partnership with Microsoft. The 8X was very successful in terms of the reviews, and people really loved the design of that product. And in fact, that's one of my favorites that our designers have ever done. That being said, of course, being a company that focuses on Android very heavily, in addition to Windows Phone, it's a little bit of a balance sometimes to see where we're going to invest our marketing dollars and which products we're really going to push. With the One being our flagship right now, clearly we are all in on the One, and so you're not hearing quite as much from us on the Windows Phone front and pushing the 8X, despite that it's still on sale. And for the time being, that's pretty much going to be the way that it is. But certainly we're continuing to be invested in Windows Phone as well. So while we don't have anything new to announce on that front right now, definitely stay tuned for more.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Sure. Thank you.
Appreciate it.